So listen, I am hosting something. I'm hosting 29 experts, 29 experts in courage and confidence. Have you ever sat around and thought, probably not, but still, have you ever thought, what the hell is confidence anyway? And I'll tell you what, I've decided that confidence is not this thing where you're like, you know, like in Friends, where Bruce Willis was going, you're the man. It's not that. It's just not. So then what the heck is it? I mean, let's be real. One thing we never talk about is courage in terms of being a single mom who gets up and goes to work, okay, when she's exhausted from taking care of the sick child, things like that. We do not talk about that. But there are so many other aspects to courage that we're covering in this summit that I am thrilled to have looked at, because so many of them I either hadn't looked at or I didn't have words for them. So let's talk about one of them, which is the small step. All right. This is something I have basically stunk at for a lot of years in my life. Like, I am a woman of vision. I have just this incredible vision of all kinds of things that people can do, what I can do, who others are. I see really beneath the surface when I talk with people, and I see the magnificence of who they are. All right. So what have I done? I have then traditionally gone out into the world and said, I'm going to go from right here to all the way over here in a single bound. No, you're not, Lori. No, you're really not. And so then there was all this wondering about, then why is it so hard for me to shift? Why is it so hard for me to get what I want to get and go where I want to go? I'm sorry about the moving of this table. I had it in the wrong place to begin with. Okay, so I had to learn, and I'm still freaking learning. I am still learning that if I am quiet, if I am with myself and just taking a moment to breathe, taking a moment to do the things that I have learned to do that work for me, sitting down, journaling about a specific question, not just like, oh, dear diary, I feel so bad. That was like where I was when I was 12. And it was cute, but I'm not 12, so it's not cute anymore. And I really want to get to the bottom of things. I really want to be able to move out into the world and do more things, which is why I'm doing this summit. By the way, here comes the pitch. It's not really a pitch. It's just go sign up, for the love of God. It's so freaking good. I didn't expect it to be as good as it is, but it's so freaking good. All you have to do to sign up is go to courageousconfidencesummit.com. courageousconfidencesummit.com. Boom. And we're going to have a Facebook group. We do have a Facebook group already. It's private. And we're going to be growing together, and we're going to be supporting each other and really questioning things. Because for me, if I hear something fantastic, but and uplifting, but it doesn't have a place to ground within me, I have a problem with that. Because I can ride on hopes for days, for years. And so I'm not allowed to do that. I don't allow myself to do that, because I have to have practical next steps, or I'm not going to be growing. I'm not going to be growing what I've learned to call, because of these interviews, my courage muscle. I'm not going to be able to grow that courage muscle to be even stronger in all of the different ways that it can grow to be stronger. So what are some of those ways that the courage muscle grows? Okay, so one of the places that it grows is in my ability to not lose my mind, to be politically correct, so that I don't lose my mind when I am confronted with somebody who has a very different view from me. Somebody, like, for me, I really don't approve of violence. I really don't like when people hurt one another and hate one another. And my view for the entire world is that everybody is learning to listen to each other, accept one another, agree to disagree instead of say, you've got to agree with my position. It's very, very difficult. Super freaking difficult. Yep. Because My core beliefs are all about inclusivity and being compassionate and things along that line. So I find it super hard to listen to people who say, well, I think it's fine to just line people up and knock them down. Yeah, I can't go there. I can't go there. So the only thing I can do then to really exercise my courage muscle is to not say anything. Just listen. Just listen. And there's always a chink in the armor. There's always a place in each of us that can be approached through, and the place is fear. We tend to act out of fear, argue with each other because we're fearful and we want people to agree with us so we can feel stable again. And the thing is, if I listen enough, and sometimes I'm able to, and sometimes I'm not because I'm still building my muscles. If I just can sit and listen, and if I can listen for the fear, and if I can listen to how this person needs to be approached in order for us to have a conversation that is not through that lens. It's not through the reactive lens, it's through the communication lens of, well, here's how I feel. Yeah, well, I feel this. Yeah, and I feel this. Okay. Yeah, I felt that before. You have? Yes, I really have. Wow, I would never have thought that because you believe XYZ. We've got to break down these walls and build up these courage muscles to communicate with each other. So I wanted to pop on here, which I have now done, and invite you to the summit because a lot of this is being discussed at this point, and happily so. So I want to invite you to come to the summit because you are going to learn from people who are in the corporate world, people who are in the healing world, people who are in the publishing world, people who are from Iran, from America, all different types of personalities, nationalities, ages, colors, sizes, shapes, ages, you name it. And you will come away from it with definitely more than one thing, like a lot more than you had previously, and that you can now step into. So I'm going to go now and step into my courage of not doing because I'm a really, really good doer. And I have got to now exercise my courage muscle, my personal courage muscle, which is let myself be in inspired action rather than in accomplishment action, which may or may not be really effective. I wish you an effective day doing whatever you're doing, being you. Yeah. Kick ass. Bye.